Hello and welcome to Battle with the Best of Them with Dr. Gakman here. I'm going to go ahead and open up Pokemon Go. They got a new splash page because there was new updates recently. I like to examine these splash pages. There's a Luxio in the background there, Smeargle of course right here, Mr. Mime, which is kind of weird, Bidoof, Staraptor. Yeah, obviously they've been hinting at Smeargle for a while on their Twitter and on their official pages and stuff like that. But here's the photo thing too. Turn this up a bit. Alrighty, so I like this update because now this is appearing back on there again. When you hit your Pokemon Go Plus, it appears in the top panel there, which is great. So, yep, there it is again. See, Pokemon Go Plus. I like that. It was gone there for a while, and sometimes you couldn't turn it off and blah blah blah. With this, you can stop it at any time, and it'll give you messages on whether you caught something or not, and blah blah blah. You don't have to constantly have the app open or whatever. So, this video is going to be about my Sinnoh Stone evolves, which in the last video I talked about. I got 13 Sinnoh Stones. But first, that splash screen had Smeargle. We haven't had a Smeargle show up yet in the game. We don't know if it's going to be some kind of special field research or some kind of special limited field research day, like they're doing with Clamperl and like they did with Phoebos, or if it's going to be like Spinda. We don't know yet. We don't know if they're going to pop up in the wild, be special hatches or raids. We don't know. Now, Niantic had invited people over to do like special PvP stuff, and they already had the game, the Pokemon in the game. And I imagine that they were keeping it back because they were kind of like what happened with Ditto, where like Ditto has a copy move, and it probably took them a while to figure out how to do that in the game, since Ditto's so weak to be able to copy bigger and badder Pokemon and blah 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 when you put them in a gym or when you raid them, use them to raid battle or whatever. So maybe they'll do something similar with Smeargle, where he'll have some kind of special move that blah blah blah. I mean, he uses his tail to paint, to attack. Could be something too with the photos. They may add painting to the photos when you get a Smeargle. Who knows? I'm just making stuff up at this point. But also with the update, you can now do the camera thing. And we'll talk about the Clamperl stuff later on as I do the evolves. And we'll talk about this later on the 26th, which is actually my birthday. 27th is National Pokemon Day, so that'll be a big thing. We'll probably have shiny party hat Pikachus again. Last year it was a glitch. If you hatched a shiny Pichu with party hat, it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it was, and you know, and it's funny that it's around my birthday, because that was the original launch of Red and Green in Japan. Wow, was it 96, 97? I can't remember exactly what year it was, but it was a long time ago, and that'll be the anniversary of that, so he'll be doing some kind of special event for that, I'm sure. But let's get to the evolves so that I can talk while I'm evolving this stuff here. So I already chose out which ones I'm going to do it for. Can't do Magnezone, can't do Glaceon Leafeon, of course. And can't do Probopass. He isn't available yet. But all these other ones I will be doing and talking about this stuff as we go. And everybody made Rhyperior right in the beginning, but I never did. So this is my highest Rhydon that I had found. So I talked about the Pokemon Go Plus emblem being up there. I talked about Smeargle a little bit. I talked about the new splash screen that we got. Ooh, I forgot to show you on here, but I guess I can do that after the evolve is done. You have to use my 13 stones for my exactly 13 evolves that I need to do today. There is a photo option in there. I can't click it because if I do, you know, phones can't, or at least my phone can't take video of me and video outward facing at the same time. So there's my first Rhyperior. Nice. But this is what I was going to talk about. They've separated trainer battles, PvP, and gems and raids because, you know, I would like it better if they would separate adding a new attack and powering up, make that the first screen, and then, well, I mean, I guess they couldn't do that because that would probably annoy some people. But I would like it to where you could see it all on one screen, but the screen isn't big enough, I guess. But let's go on to the next one. This is one of my earliest Pokemon. That's why I got this hourglass on here, because if I were to trade it, it would guarantee a lucky. But I'm not doing that because this is my best Tangela. So what else is there to talk about? The photos are interesting. You know, being able to share them and make your own stuff, make your own photos. It's the next step towards the augmented reality that I know that Niantic wants to go towards. Also, to talk about that further, there's stuff that Nintendo is working on with, excuse me, with Microsoft, which is in itself is kind of crazy. With the Microsoft HoloLens, you can look up videos on that online now, where people are wearing the HoloLens visor, and it implants like Pokemon gems as you're looking at them in the real world. So you can actually see them through the HoloLens. And, you know, Pokemon itself, it's themselves when you go to try to catch them or whatever. So I mean, we're heading towards a new era when it comes to that. This one I think is going to be pretty unique because most people are just doing it for dex filler because it's not really going to be that great, I guess. But who knows, it might end up being interesting here. I haven't seen any gems yet. I think this is one of the ones that people save for last to do, because I guess it's kind of dumb to most people. But here I am, I'm doing it now. And then the next one I will do... Togekiss, finally. I don't have a shiny one. Shiny babies are nearly impossible. I only have one shiny baby. Cleffa. And I'm the kind of person who doesn't like to make the next form of shiny until I have, you know, one to cover it. So, like, if there's 3 in the family, I want to have one of each. So. I have to power some of these up. I already have a shiny Honchkrow, but I'm going to make a regular Honchkrow too. And here's Yanmega. I have a more powered up Yanma, but I decided to use this one because this one has better stats. I'm filling this dex up. After this, I'll go to my Pokédex and show you all the ones that I need to still do. I'm just burning through these Sinnoh stones. I imagine that in the future they'll have some kind of other Sinnoh stone event like they did, or bonus like they did with Piloswine to Mamoswine. So there's rumors going around that there might be a Porygon Day. And that has 3 forms, and so you want to catch a lot of Porygons, and shiny, of course. But then they would also do this again, where you would get a bunch of Sinnoh stones for that. So that would be cool to look forward to. There also could possibly be another Eevee event or Eevee Day since, you know, we still have Sylveon in the 5th generation. And in this generation, that was one of the first things that they showed, too, was Leafeon and Glaceon when they did the trailer for Gen 4. They showed those, but they still haven't released them, made them evolvable yet. So can't wait for those. I have shinies saved up for those, too. For whatever reason, they're holding out on Probopass to come out, and Magnezone. Even though Magnezone, or Magnemite, has a shiny form, they still haven't released that yet. Weavile. So, this Clamperl day is kind of upsetting to me. I don't mind them doing stuff like this, but why do they have to make it a 3-hour window? Why do they have to do a short notice, like after the community day? Oh, and by the way, you need next Saturday off too to do this. I can't do that. It's bad enough that I have to get a whole day off for community day. That's hard enough for me to do at work. You know, those rich guys over at Niantic, I don't want to complain like that, but rich guys over at Niantic, they can have weekends off. You know why? Because they make millions of dollars. But normal people can't just... I work on the weekends. So getting the Saturdays off to do the community days is hard enough. And then short notice, they tell you, oh, the next Saturday, you need that off too. To do these silly field research, which they could spread out over a weekend or over a week or even over a month if they do like a special, like, you know, like the weekly 7-day field research task, and or if they do like special event ones like Spiritomb, you know. But whatever, they have it and they won't. For whatever reason, they want to milk it and make another day. And I'm usually not one to complain about this, but I really did not like what they did with Feebas Day. However, something better about this one is Clamperl will also appear in the wild, too. I mean, Feebas was, too, but you don't see those in the wild too often. And Clamperl will probably be very rare to find in the wild as well. But it's still there. It's still a... there's other ways to get Clamperl, in other words. This one, I'm going to have to evolve it all the way up. Because I found a better stat one. I had a higher one that I was saving to be Dust Noir, but this one has better stats, so I'm making this one Dust Noir. Dust Noir looks so sweet, too. Pokemon Go Plus is going off. I'm going to see what it is before I go after it, though. Okay, so with Pokemon Day, Pikachu probably go shiny in the wild with the party hat. There's rumors going around of Pokemon King and Queen for Switch. That might be the names for the 8th generation. Or for the next generation of Pokemon games. So... this is a lucky one. I didn't have any good female Frostlasses, and I traded one of my really, really old Pokemon to somebody who had a female Snorunt so that I could make Frostlass. Yeah. So, this one's a lucky one. It'll be probably one of the first ones that I power up. Since it's so cheap and easy to do. And I guess that's all of my evolves there. 13 of them. That's so crazy. Wait all these months to do that, and then... man, it's a stupid Wurmple. Speaking of Wurmple, though, with Clamperl, it'll probably be a case of... it'll be completely random. Now, some people were saying when Wurmple first came out, they were like, oh no, it has the moth form and the butterfly form, and the butterfly one is the female, and the moth one is the male. Wrong. You can have male or female of both of those. It's not based on gender, it's just totally random. It's 50-50 chance. And it's the same thing with Clamperl. In order to get Huntail in the main games, you had to have a special item and a different special item for Gorobus. But In Pokemon Go, they're probably going to make it just completely 50-50 random. When you evolve it, it'll be one or the other. So that's, you know, that's some craziness. So that's why they want you to get a bunch of them probably on the field research day, but I don't like the 3-hour window, of course. I may be able to get 3. I'll save some back and try to do some catches at work. Who knows? I don't know. I might let somebody borrow my phone to try to do more, but that was a catastrophe on Feedbots Day, so I doubt that would be something that I could do reliably to get enough. Yeah, so I am completely out of Sinnoh stones. And I was going to look at my Pokédex. As you can see, the last one left in Johto will be Smeargle. I think it's 235. Yep. That's going to be Smeargle, so that dex will be complete when he's released. They haven't released Kecmelion. Then there's some regionals that I still don't have. And then Clamperl, Huntail, and Gorobus will be here. Jirachi hasn't been released. And then there's some other Gen 4 ones that I still need to get. I need to get Rampardos, and Shieldon turns into, oh, I forgot its name. But I need those, and I need some other regionals. But other than that, I've got all the other ones. So there's that. And I guess I can turn off the camera here. Boom. Take my face off of there so that I can show you. You can do it from items, or you can do it from the individual Pokemon. You can... Let's see here. What's a good Pokemon to show off? Oh, speaking of which, you see how there's an emblem here for Pikachu behind it for the present. Now, the second year that they did the Christmas hat Pikachu's, they didn't have present as their thing. So I'm keeping some of my present ones back for trade fodder for later, because I'm sure. Ooh, I know which one to look for. Latias. Because that one is going shiny this weekend. So, here's my apartment. Here's some footsteps. You click on that, and there's Latias. That is really small. I figured it would be bigger. But you can get its attention. Doesn't make a call out, though. And then you can get an all view around it. Yeah, it's kind of moving around here. And you get behind. Oh, I'm probably too close to it. Where is it at? There it is. It's at my feet! Well, you can swipe at it to get its attention to turn around. He doesn't want to turn around now. Yeah, this is malfunctioning, I think, but this was probably not a good one to go for. But Latias is going shiny today. So after 4 p.m. and for the whole weekend until Monday here in this area, Dayton, Ohio. So I'll be hopefully getting with a team of people to do that. Because I want a shiny Latias. And then they may do Latios after that, or they may hold off like they did with Groudon in comparison to Kyogre. And here's another dragon type, Rayquaza. Everybody wants a shiny Rayquaza. Come on now. Well, this video, again, ended up being too long, but I just wanted to go over some of the newer features, some of the new news out there, and all those evolves. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting out there.